Supreme evening. What's good? You already know the vibes, man. It's NAGA The Wise, yo. It is a supreme evening. You know what I'm saying? It's a supreme evening, and you see the title, You Are the Thought. So, you already know the vibes. We about to get into it real quick. Um, a creation is a thought. It's an idea, right? And formulated to processes, our makeup is an idea, our physical makeup, right? So then there's other creations that have a similar physical makeup, is almost identical. So these are following particular patterns, right? It's not original based. If anything does it here, it's following a pattern, right? So the pattern that is following is trying to follow the original creation aspect, which is a thought, right? Which is an energy, a decision. I'm a decision. You a decision, yo. You a thought. So you is as strong as the thought. That's the power behind you in your existence. You're as is strong as the thought that created you. And that's the real point behind the understanding. We keep looking for values, right? And the world's taught you ego so much, you keep forgetting that you're a creation. And to have a creation, that means someone had a thought first. You know, I had this digression with someone the other day, and we were speaking about the Pinocchio and Geppetto understanding. And no matter what Pinocchio wanted to do, Pinocchio didn't want to look at it or couldn't look at it from the perception of the creator, right? The one that made him. Didn't think about that he was an idea. Pinocchio said he had his own plans. I want to be a real boy. I want to go and do what real people do. He's like, Pinocchio, but I made you for a certain purpose. It's the same story, yo. Like, nobody never pays attention enough to comprehend anything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm trying to get you to comprehend is, although you're a creation, you're also an idea. To digress anything other than that, it kind of makes it look foolish. I wish one of my ideas would go against me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish one of my ideas would try to do something else. Peace, peace, supreme. Peace, peace, supreme. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So we got to understand that. For the people that are just coming in, I'm building on, you know what I'm saying, knowing that if you're a creation, then you also have to know before that you was a thought. And I was speaking on the Pinocchio and Geppetto aspect. When Pinocchio wanted to be a real boy, but he couldn't comprehend that he was a thought. He was an idea that was made by a person's hands. So despite he being created for a purpose, he still had an idea to do something individual for himself. And a lot of people don't see that. You're a creation. You're a thought. So you're only as powerful as the thought you are. That's deep. That's so deep. Like, that shit flies like airplanes over 357s over your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're as powerful as the thought that created you. So why would you attach yourself to other thoughts that had nothing to do with your creation? I wish I would have a pair of Timberlands and then go to a regular store to fix them shits. Hell no, I'm taking them shits back to the Timberland place and getting a brand new pair. You got a dope ass Gucci shirt. You about to go to a normal store to get it fixed? No, you about to send that shirt back to who made it so they could do it correctly. So all your information is what made you. So obviously it would be in the best interest of anything, any energy frequency, to try to stop you, to make sure it divides you from your purpose. What is your purpose? What the thought that created you? The thought that created you. I don't want you even connecting to that, because that's where your original power is. So now you get the concept of a drop of water separated from an ocean. All these rhetorics are spells to walk you away from your truth. They walk you away by why you thinking about it. So then what they do over a period of time, they impress certain values over the whole civilization. And everybody starts thinking in these particular ways via propaganda, TV, understanding, whatever, collectively we can come together. And then we walk together in one direction. And then we say, yeah, this is what's really going on. Nah, this is how it's said because it sound cool. You don't fuck about sounding cool. At the end of the day, I was a thought on purpose. You're a thought on purpose, yo. So if from the purest energy of all things that create everything and the known everything, unbeknownst to me, had a thought to say that one can pull in this energy through everything. And keep in mind, we're minute. We're like the smallest molecule, and we got molecules. So in that retrospect, even through all of that, it's still feeding us. It's still giving us. You can go outside and you get gifts. That carbon-12 eating up all that sunlight. You let that shit rest for a couple days, you fast, that carbon-12 turns into efficiency into your DNA. Literally. They're not going to tell you that. And you're not going to even know it because you moving around. So you're not thinking about the process. You just say, all right, I had a progressive 3 days, 4 days. And then you sleep real good. And then you get, I feel better. You don't even know. If you can pay attention to what's happening, you can use that carbon-12. This is capacity. So don't let your brain be filled up by other things in the world and fill up your capacity of what you're supposed to do. Nah, because this mad universal knowledge is supposed to take up that space. So they know what they be doing. They had plenty of years to comprehend this. And it's for everybody. It's for everybody. You know what I mean? So don't get it twisted, yo. Why would I go against the essence of what I am? I'm not fucking Pinocchio. I don't want a wooden shoe popping off or because the screw is loose. And we keep paying attention to existence like existence got something indifferent. Now, existence is telling you where you at. The energy created you within this existence. So why would I try to pull that string off? But then something else gonna make you look at them strings like something wrong with them. Nah, at the end of the day, I need this because this individual energy created me. It's a force of energy. It's so powerful it allows me to rise within dimensional aspects. I'm about to do a class for y'all soon, y'all. I wait till I get this material. I'm about to do a class for y'all because if you ain't check out my incremental science I did a minute ago, you know what I'm saying? I've been dropping jewels, but I got a new one that I'm about to show the split in between how things come together and how you exist every day and how that connects to the universe. I already got the main, I'm about to show y'all. Don't worry, just give me a little bit. Like I'm gonna put it together and all that, but just understanding and comprehending that more than the fact that you exist, that you're a thought. And because you're a thought, that thought had a power behind it. And that power comes from the source for you individually. So you are as strong as the thought that created you. But you got to know that. Like I wish a sandwich would get up and do something else. Like, why you eating me? The fuck? I made you to nourish me, not to tell me what to fucking do. It's a thought. You know what I'm saying? So when we digress into certain energies, kumbaya and all this shit, understand some thoughts your ancestry had contingency too because it played a role in our existence. That's why it's disrespectful on the aspect, lesser said. So disrespectful. Because without certain roles playing through the existence of our DNA and lineage, shit couldn't exist, yo. Shit couldn't exist today. Like, it couldn't be here. It just wouldn't be here without the things that built up for us to be here. So regardless of the fact of how it played out in a short period of time, the negative shit, everything else that came before that, if it didn't happen, we wouldn't have a world today. Not the way we live in. So that's formulation. Those are all thoughts. So we're as powerful as the thought that created us. So from divine through our ancestors, we are as powerful as the thought that created us. What are we talking about? Y'all want to talk about everybody else's history and knowledge. I don't give a shit about none of that. If I can look back and see how far even the recent ancestors that died, our grandparents and great-grandparents, the great shit they did in times of oppression. If you can look back right there and be like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with you? It is what it's going to be. Stop cosplaying, yo, real rap. So, yeah, I really don't care about none of that shit. I like that direct, real shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when we can make moves and make real shit happen in life. And we want to make real shit happen in life, but it takes real energy to do that. You got to be somebody that's willing to step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? Like I be stepping up to the plate by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't even matter. Like I'll go in the cubby hole and then come out like, yo, what's good? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but everybody ain't like that. It'll be a lot stronger if we was more on a connected value. Wait till I do this class. I'm gonna show you why that shit makes sense. I'm gonna show you, like literally, physically, what divine meant, why it made sense. And then they know this shit too. That's why they pair you with bullshit. But I'm gonna show you why they pair you with bullshit too. Because I didn't even understand it. I had to break this shit down to a science. But when I did get it, I was like, wow, that's implicated. That's super implicated. So you can see it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I use when I absorb my sun and I transmute through carbon 12 and I transmute my shit into melanin. I use my melanin for efficiency. And you also have to understand what melanin is. Melanin can be in 3 places at once. You know what I'm saying? 3 places at once. Understand what that is. Those are 3 different minds at once. You know what I'm saying? And you have a trinity on you. So that means you can lock in so much more capability mentally. You can do it. You can do that. That means you have to separate yourself from the rhetoric of the world. And if you do that, you're going to increase. Don't say how I'm going to get it if I'm not in it. Just don't worry about that. It's divine. Everything comes from the unknown. Master the quantum. They say quantum. They want to use those terms. All right, fine. Let's use quantum. But I call it divine. That's why they got to put a term on it. They're trying to control something they have unfathomable knowledge to. And they tell you within their description of that to be unfathomable. We don't know why when we look at it, it comes to 3 or 1 light. But if we don't look at it, it separates into a whole bunch more. Yeah, you can't pay attention to it. It's the observer. So divine won't let you look at the unknown actions that take place. So this is what scares people. I don't know how it's going to take place. I don't see it. I can't control it. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to know that you're connected to it. So every time you're not looking at the pot boiling, it just pops. Come on, y'all. Y'all want to take a walk with me? Let's do it all together. If we do it all together, it'd be like, yo, how the hell they do that? Come on, how they build this, how this got built. The dimensions is perfect. The buildings, the stones is solid. They thought it into existence. And they're like, how did that happen? I need to know how that happened. You would never know how that happened, especially not on that capacity of DNA. A level 6 DNA couldn't think that or fathom it. It's not even complete. If you're a level 6 DNA, you're not in a 7, you're not even a complete person. So you will never fathom anything, but the original koshas are DNA level 9. I'm a 9 DNA. Some of us might be 10 or 11, unbeknownst to us. DNA frequency, straight like that. Ain't nobody gonna tell you that shit. They ain't even want you to see the test to understand that. Because I gotta keep my, gotta hold you down, son. So yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all that because that conversation I was having the other day, it was so dope. I was like, yeah, that shit hit different. I was like, yo, I need to share this, you know what I'm saying? Because not for nothing, all of them is still in the same, you know what I'm saying? And they're doing their thing with everybody else. And I would like them to feel this. I would like you to know, despite the value of what you talking about, you're a thought. You're a creation. We can say creation and then not follow it up with its understanding. You know, I'm gonna tell you something dope. My cousin used to say to me back in the day when I was a kid, they used to be like, yo, was trying to play basketball and shit. They used to be like, yo, follow your shot up. Follow your shot up. I used to be like, follow my shot up. You know what I'm saying? And me, the way I think, my brain is a Rubik's Cube. So certain things, they stick to me in different ways. And they'll follow me for a long time. And I'll start applying shit to everything. That's just how I am. I'll look at the reference and the comparison to one thing in everything in life. I've always been like that. You know what I'm saying? So my cousin saying that shit to me years ago, it made me start looking at life like that. Follow your shot up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things that happen, it's not a follow-up. It's like a reverse. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody want to reverse your shit. So now we can follow that. We can follow that understanding up. If I'm a creation, what thought it? See, it's almost like a catch-22 too. Because in Almighty is everything. And if I'm from everything, oh, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. I came out of everything. I asked somebody a question a long time ago. I was like, yo, you got 2 circles. One circle got nothing in it. One circle got everything. What circle would divine go to? A lot of people say it would go to the one where everything is. I was like, why? And it was like, because everything is there. I was like, you would think that. That shows how much you're attached to the world. I was like, but purely divine, which can do everything and anything, would go to the circle where there's nothing because it would put more there. Doesn't that make sense? But people don't digress to that understanding. I've asked that question to over 100 different people, and I got damn near 95 or 96% of the same answers. Shit is crazy. 95 or 96% of the same answers. Right? It's like, damn, yo. Everybody really feel like that? The world really washed everybody up like that? That's crazy. So that means naturally your integrity is not even built for you to want to create nothing. You built to follow. You're built to follow. That should make you feel some type of way because that means you don't never have an original thought of your own. You'll never have an original thought. Your thought is based off what somebody's showing you and telling you. That should make you feel bad. Even while you in your house, you're trying to follow something that goes with something else to add to your life to make your life better. That's not even your life. And if you live like that a whole long time, like your whole existence, your family been living like that, that means you never had a life. It means you never lived. Yeah, shit start getting deep when you comprehend what's actually going on. You know what I'm saying? You can be like, damn, yo, that's sad. But look, I ain't gonna hold y'all, yo. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to come bring this little bit of knowledge. I thought it was important. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was important because your importance is so important. Your importance is so important. If Pinocchio knew that he didn't have to go nowhere, he wouldn't have went through all that shit he went through trying to become a damn real boy. He would have been chilling with Geppetto. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't know the value of what that was. And now that we have suffered through false retrospection and values, you should understand how important it is to be next to the thought that even created you. You should understand that because that's where all your power is. Even in that punk ass cartoon, they tried to make Geppetto look weak just so they can defile the creator. Come on, man, take a walk with me. You know what I'm saying? You want a one-on-one consultation? Hit me up in the inbox, email me or whatever. You already know the vibes. I'm NAGA The Wise. I just got some new spaces open and all that, so take advantage if you want that. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, enjoy your evening. If ain't nobody told you this evening or the day or the week or whatever, I love you. You heard? 1,000.